Alright guys, what's going on? It's been a while, but I am back uploading more videos. This is season 38, war number 1, and I'm in a new alliance. I'm in LVT, as a lot of people may already know. And this season we're going to have Conduit again. So, since LVT started out in like a lower tier and we built our way up, we've only had half a season with Conduit, so we're still like we know how to counter it, but we haven't had as much practice as other alliances. And yeah, so we're gonna learn some lessons this war. My first fight here, oh, and really quickly, SAS forgot to do their bans, so we had nobody banned except for the blacklisted champions, which should have given us a huge advantage. Let's see how that goes. So I'm going to be on path 1 in section 1. I'm going to be fighting this apocalypse with Omega Sentinel. Omega Sentinel counters the global really well, which is part of the reason that I brought her, is for my second fight. But she counters a lot of things really well. So here I'm just going to be applying heal blocks to him. It doesn't matter how close I stay to him. Just going to pause my heal blocks and pretty much just build to the special 2. That's my plan. So here we go. Couldn't dex out of that at the last second for some reason. Throw the special 2 here. And with my synergy with Omega Red, I'm going to apply a bunch of armor breaks and plasmas because he's a mutant. And he's just going to die here in a second. So very easy fight, very straightforward. Forgot how like nerve-wracking this is. I feel like I'm doing this for the first time again. So, okay, second fight here. This is going to be an Immortal Hulk, and this is masochism over time. So basically, he's going to get a regeneration buff here. Anytime that I put a debuff on him, but I'm just going to kind of ignore that. Apply my heal blocks. The first one here isn't going to work, which is fine. Omega Sentinel has some really high base attack, so fights with her are just over so quickly. Alright, so another thing about her is that when you get a debuff up, like one of your debuffs up on a masochism node, pausing it doesn't reapply it, which is kind of interesting. So once you get one heal block up, you're good to go. Like, you don't have to worry about any other ones getting shrugged. Here, I just barely let that one fall off, which is fine. I'm going to apply a second one here in a second. And I believe I throw my special 3, but I don't remember. This war was like 2 days ago. No, I think I'm just gonna kill him here. So, the heal block sticks through his unblockable and immortal phase. Usually you can kill him with Omega Sentinel before he gets enough gamma to become immortal. But in this case, because of the masochism, I wasn't able to do that. Okay, and then this fight here, this is going to be a man thing with Omega Red. I could have taken this with Omega Sentinel too. I'm just super comfortable doing it with Omega Red. I've been doing it for so long. And they made this node a lot easier when they got rid of like the static defense. So, just going to lock in some spores here. He has now completely turned off masochism just through his abilities. So I'm going to throw my special 2 here. I should have locked in my spores before I did that. Luckily he did throw his special 2, Man-Thing did. So now I'm just going to lock in some spores and let him die. So that is the end of that fight. Very easy. And my next fight here is going to be Nick Fury on node 23. I used to take this a lot when it was Mix Master and Aggression Prowess. However, it is not that anymore. So it's got Bubble Shield now. It has like a weird root mechanic, which is kind of annoying. And Power Focus 2, which is the main reason that I don't understand why Nick Fury is placed here anymore. It's usually like to your benefit to push him to his special 2. Right there, I don't know what happened, but I had an input issue and I was holding the left side of my screen and nothing was happening. But it doesn't matter. I did throw on an invul boost for this fight just in case. Especially with bubble shields and stuff, I just don't. I pretty much always use an invul boost for this fight. So threw my special 2, got rid of the bubble shield. His 10th hit would have been unblockable. So you just have to use dexterity there, and yeah, I mean this fight is pretty much over. I'm gonna throw my special 2, and that will kill him. So in some ways that node is a little bit trickier than it used to be. In other ways it's not. Here I'm just going to tag and poke a couple of people. And okay, so these are going to be my last 2 fights here. I've got Kitty Pryde on Ebb and Flow Intercept. So Omega Sentinel completely turns her off. If you don't select a pre-fight, you start in like your cowardice mode. And as soon as you put a cowardice on Kitty Pryde, she cannot gain like any prowess or anything. So as soon as that happens, the fight is like essentially over there. A little bit risky, probably shouldn't have done that. Just like a wild backdraft intercept, but yeah, I just wanted to end the fight. So here we go, another cowardice on her. Just baiting out her special ones here, and I think I'm gonna do the exact same thing again. Yeah. So, not very smart, definitely shouldn't have been doing that, but she's dead. So, and just for the record on that node, you do not have to intercept her at all. Like, Omega Sentinel's damage is more than enough to kill her without the risky intercept. So, and then for my last fight here, this is going to be Killmonger. He's here all the time. Kitty Pryde's a really good answer to this fight as well, just needed to send Kitty somewhere else. So here I mean, he's letting me intercept him. He's being really, really nice, this time around. So, and this does have Mighty Charge, so he's gonna be shrugging off my degen quite a bit. There, another wild intercept. Okay, gonna throw the special 2, and then that's gonna end the fight. So that was the end of my war. It was super easy. Unfortunately, Omega Red isn't great for this global, so a lot of global like mini bosses and stuff I can't really take because they regenerate all of your like degeneration damage after you lock in your spores. And this is something, it's just like a highlight thing that Tater's made. 7+ solos with no KOs, so these people soloed 7 or more fights. And the interesting thing too is that they're all from different battle groups. So like there's 2 in each battle group. And as you can see here, we did not play well. This was like our first season starting in Tier 1. And, you know, we have like a lot of really good people, obviously. We have like a little bit less experience with Conduit. And we have like some people who are really skilled who have a little bit less experience in like Tier 1 and Masters, so there's a little bit of a learning curve here, and that was just not a good demonstration of what we are able to do. So hopefully we can clean it up next war. I say that, but I already know the answer because next war is over at this point, and I will go ahead and get that uploaded. Good job to SAS. And we're going to need to do a little bit better next time, quite a bit better next time, if we want to be able to compete in Tier 1. So, all right, let's see how the season goes.